Hey guys, here. So today I want to do a lineup update and meta report. We'll go through the lineup first, and then we'll get into the meta and what I'm seeing online right now and how it differs between house rules and regular online. So my lineup at the moment, a lot of the base has not changed over the last couple weeks. I like doing this every few weeks to kind of keep you updated. The gameplay is always in the second channel. I just did the Peyton Manning review on the second channel today, so check that out. But I ended up getting rid of Peyton Manning because I think escape artist quarterbacks are just that much more powerful. And I went with Michael Vick over, say, a very popular choice, and Andrew Luck, and there's a lot of debate between which one's better of the two. If you only like right-handed quarterbacks, go Luck. If you only like lefties, go Vic. Young is a very affordable replacement for Vic, but I like Vic because the Steelers chem, so I got him +1 speed. That hasn't really changed over that. I think I had that chem active 2 weeks ago also. I still haven't gotten Brawler to tier 3, even though I promised to do it soon. I just really haven't found the cards like that I've really felt like passionate about powering up along other positions that I don't have powered up already. Now, Dante Hall just came out today, so maybe I'll replace with Tyler Lockett tomorrow, see what his price is. I'm disappointed he doesn't get the human joystick, so that might just keep me away from him. Maybe I'll wait to see what other limiteds come out this week, if they do it for Halloween week, like we kind of expect them to. But the basis of the offense is very similar to what you've seen. But Le'Veon Bell has basically been the big purchase over the last couple weeks. And, a Steeler, got the Steeler chem, even though he left us high and dry. 90 speed on him, which is perfectly fine. Not a top-end burner. Of course, that is with the Brawler and the Steelers theme team to get +1. So 90. He's pretty good on the stick. I don't usually have him activated in the lineup as I like passing the ball more. I'm in the spread playbook currently and Carolina Panthers defense. So I have Moss, Holt, and, well, this should be Vic, really, not Le'Veon. But Le'Veon's activated right there. Vic's usually there with escape artist, though. So that'll be changed before I stream tonight after the Packers game. So Moss, you guys know his dominance. You guys saw, if you saw that Peyton Manning review, like, you just chuck it up and he just gets the wildest animations with his high spec catch, speed, deep route running, release at 90 with all the boosts I have. I'm going to go deep maxed out, so on and so forth. I believe it's the go deep that gets him to 90. With the extra beat press, which is so important for off the line of scrimmage, old school fades to beat man press, cover 2, that type of stuff. Torrey Holt here. I know a lot of people are like, oh, maybe he's getting a little long in the tooth. He'll be got upgraded here very shortly with the season turnover. Still one of my most consistent, best receivers. All of his route running's over 90, so he gets all those top tier thresholds right there. Catch and jab, expect catch, maybe a little bit lower than you like to see right now. But I've had no complaints with Torrey. He's been very good, and those have been my best 2 receivers all year. Lockett is fine, a little underwhelmed by him. I really just haven't been taken by any of the receiver except for like T.O. Maybe another one that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But like those are really the 3 that I've been kind of like, oh my goodness, lately that have been good. Lockett, I got him NAT, so we'll probably stay on my team for a little bit. But we do have the Steelers theme squad too right there, and Sanders and Randall L. So the offensive line, we got Joe Thomas. We tried him out with Nasty Streak. You guys probably saw that video on the second channel where we showed him out there, tight end, and he just rolls over linebackers, DBs. If I was a run first type of player, Joe Thomas would be my tight end. He would just be out there, like, no matter what. With the Nasty Streak, I'd have Le'Veon. Then maybe Vic would still have escape artist, so I could just run QB runs with him, and maybe even QB options once I have the fast break chem on him too. Offensive line, I haven't upgraded any of the recent left guard center players. We got Upshaw, we got Frederick, I believe. They're at center. I was thinking about changing them, but they really didn't have that much of a difference. And I've seen Joe Thomas, left tackle. He still gets burned by regular defensive linemen as long as they have superstar abilities. He's as useless as all the other offensive linemen. So I really haven't felt the need to upgrade these positions. I might maybe think about it with those 2 in the week or 2 coming. Maybe prices go down. I don't know. I'm very not sold on offensive line again this year due to D-line superstar abilities and them just straight up missing blocks. Gronk here, I ended up powering him up. As much as I wanted to get rid of him, a lot of people said, oh, go get Kittle, go get Ingram. I decided, screw it. We'll just power up Gronk. And he's got 85 speed. He'll get 86 once I get that Brawler up, which is fine for the right now. Obviously, Kittle would have higher once I'm to his highest tier. But maybe I'll probably use the 92 power pass on Kittle next series. So that's coming Friday. Then I got to get to the max level, so on and so forth. So that might be, I'm running a lot of A-slot offset in the split, in the spread book. So I will need 2 tight ends for that. And Kittle and Gronk will be a solid 2 all-around tight ends right there for me. Out of my main set in this spread playbook because it's really glitchy. On the defense, I got Ray Lewis, who currently, I know a lot of people are kind of like a little different about him, but he causes so many turnovers for me. I don't know if I could take him out of my lineup. 96 hit power. I went full on hit power on defense with run stuff chem. I'll get that all the way up to 30. I want John Madden. I just got his season 2 trophy thing, so I'm all caught up on the John Madden, ready for season 3. But John Madden basically is giving me the run stuff hit power boost, so it's run stuff tier 2. And that's kind of where I got like I'm most proud about Jamal Adams over here. I think he's at the 98 hit power. So when I activate him, so I have Troy Polamalu activated right now. I think what I'll do in the future, I'll have Tillman, he'll be my user. Adams back there. I might put Troy P in for Megatron, or Troy P in the middle of the maybe Troy P will just be a starting strong safety with shoot. If I'm a nickel, usually I'm in dollar, so I'll have 2 middle linebackers, will be like Tillman and Lewis. Then I have Troy P and maybe Adams at the back. Maybe I'll put Troy P as a free safety, switch him and Adams there. Megatron might be excess. Megatron might be, I might need to get rid of him here pretty soon because I just have one too many safeties. My cornerbacks right here, Denzel Ward, an absolute stud. So I'm kind of in between. I might have one too many amazing free safeties. I'm not getting rid of Troy. One, because he's Steelers, and two, and more importantly, he's Nat because I picked him out of my 10 pack. So Ward, just crazy stats all around. 94 speed, 94 man, 92 press. So press man, God. I have also Deion Sanders over here as I accidentally clicked the wrong button. But I will compare him. He's also 94 speed. So him and Ward are great outside corners for my system right now that are kind of like man press, but shade over the top, so it's not really pressing. High agility. Maybe not the greatest against the run here for Deion, but that's what he's known not to do. Make those business decisions. So basically the rest of my defense has to basically make up for Deion right there. So Ward, I feel like underrated his greatness. He is Deion, but much cheaper. Jalen Ramsey. We got Pat, Pete, and Slay. Jalen Ramsey was free, so I can't get rid of him. So I'm deciding between Pat, Pete, and Slay who to keep because I play a lot of dime, or a dollar, sorry. So those two are on the field also. So one of them might go on. I just might put Ramsey, but Ramsey's been so inconsistent for me. I'm nervous to keep him on the squad. So that's kind of where I'm at. Sue at right end, Harrison, Long, and Watt. I'm looking for like hopefully a Mean Joe Green comes soon so I can replace Howie Long there at D tackle. So I'm playing like a 4-3 wide against the run, so I can have two good block shedding defensive tackles, and then Mean Joe Green will also be decent against the pass too. Watt right there, he doesn't see the field a lot anymore since I've got Sue kind of playing that kind of run stuffing end, along with Lawrence Taylor also moves down to the line of scrimmage when I'm in the 4-3 wide 9. Him and Green, but I sub out Green for Sue for the extra block shed. But I might actually go get rid of Sue because he's too slow. I think I put Long at right end, Sue at defensive tackle in my 4-3 wide 9 because of Sue's strength and block shed prowess, but lack of speed makes him not be able to chase down the quarterbacks or go on QB contains very well at all. So Sue, I don't mind at defensive tackle. He's a great player, but he's an interior defensive lineman. So there it is. Shaz I have up to 94 overall with the Steelers theme team. He's on the field sparingly in the 4-3 wide 9. He will be on the field. Him and White are on the field together in the 4-3 wide 9 along with Lewis because I can't sub in safeties for middle linebackers there, unfortunately. But Polamalu, it's so disappointing he didn't get Enforcer. If he got Enforcer, he would be God tier. But right now, he's fast, he's quick, acceleration's great. Overall, a jack of all trades. Maybe not the greatest man coverage, but you gotta love Troy P back in the game. So that's the defense right now. Kevin Green's kind of sitting off to the edge for me. Doesn't really see the field a whole lot, except for actually no, he does see it in dime and nickel sets at the rush end. So him and Lawrence Taylor at the ends and nickels and dimes. So yeah, that's right. He does see the field a bit. But that's kind of how it's a very flexible. I use a lot of players here, but I think I do have one too many safeties. So Megatron might end up hitting the road jack, and Polamalu will probably lose his activation to go with another Jamal Adams enforcer on defense to get one more big hitter laying down the stick. Because while Polamalu does have that trait that hits power, yes, he doesn't actually lay down the hit power as a CPU like an enforcer would. So there it is. Special teams. I will probably replace my punter because I now have 26 Steelers for the theme team, so we'll probably bring in a real live punter because I have punted once in a while in my life. Tyreek Hill's there. I could probably remove him from punt returner. Dante Hall, I'm currently on the fence about getting. We'll see what his price falls to over the next day or so. But there's kind of the roster. Waller there for an extra tight end. I probably don't need him a third tight end. Yeah, I could probably remove him. Hunter is my QB spy. If I'm in like the 4-3 wide 9, I expect them to pass or roll out. I will sub him in for like Damon Harrison or Sue, and then I'll spy him, and then we'll have a 3-man rush with QB contains on there. Slot cornerback Slay. And then strategy, pass balanced O, aka spread book, and Panthers D, along with these Steelers uniforms, and those are my visuals. So that's the lineup update. On a part 2 of the show, we want to show the meta right now. So I'm seeing a lot of house rules. Let's see if I can expand this a little bit. A lot of house rules. Saints offense is kind of, even not in house rules, in regular head-to-head, Saints offense is kind of, I feel like, one of the most meta. Saints and split close. But the Saints one that I see a lot, tight offset, tight end. I feel like the game hasn't changed a whole lot. We're still in a lot of tight sets here. We see a little bit of spread sets. I'll show you one in a second. You see a little bit of spread out of Bucks with K-Max offense. Trips is always popular. And then this next one. But otherwise tight because of the power of this one play, the Y out halfback swing. You do see Saints offense run quite a bit. This post route's nice. This corner route is very glitchy, very hard to stop without having to do a baseline press cover 4. Otherwise, it gets under cover 3, gets over and under cover 2. Very nice for the Y out halfback swing. And then you see a little going back in the same Saints playbook, Y off trio weak. This is a cover 4 beater as long as you're on this hash mark, on the right side hash mark. Saints out's a solid play. Saints in go. It's got an old school fade, but it's on the line of scrimmage, so it's not as powerful. Saints deep out's pretty solid. Sticking up's okay. And that's kind of it for the Saints playbook. But yeah, you see a lot of that. As for like I forms and stuff, you still see a lot of that online with stretches. Counters are taking over a lot because linebackers react terribly to it. It's really embarrassing. Single back stretch 2 is still part of the meta. Split close, I'm seeing a little bit. So if we go to like, I think Chaos is in Miami split close, but New England split close is solid too. But Miami's basically almost the exact same thing as the Patriots. Extra trail is super popular. PAY shot, anything crossing routes are really nice. Crossing routes, streak route, slant route, beautiful. Halfback wheel is generally always going to be there for people, but I feel like the routes out of the backfield aren't as good this year. They don't catch them and get upfield as quick as they should, but yeah. Basically, the first one you got to look for this year is the extra egg trail. That's in a lot of different playbooks between, I guess only Patriots and Dolphins. You see it a lot. It's overrepresented on the ladder. This is like, I don't know if it, besides for stretch, this is probably the most used pass play. I guess pass play. So stretch would be the most used run play out of like I form. This would be like the most used pass play that I've seen in the game, at least. Let me show you. Besides, like 4 verticals, obviously, is out of so many different sets. But if I say one set, one play, this is it. So otherwise, defense is still in big dime. 146 is essentially where I see most of my opponents at 146. So they're Redskins, Titans have it, Steelers have it, Jets, Patriots, Dolphins, Packers. But the blitz is this DB Sting Z-Buzz right here. You blitz all your linebackers, you QB contain, you make sure the outside guys are in QB contains. I hope they really patch this and put these and make it so that way, like 2 years ago they did this. Last year's patch was terrible. Basically make it so these outside guys can't go into QB contains because they screw up the blocking. Like your linemen just like, I don't know, flicker back and forth like an old movie that doesn't have enough frames, and they don't block anybody. So it's devastating. They send 7. So that's a very, very, very popular blitz. It's very easy to show this blitz by blitzing everybody. And then you can also back off guys, like manning guys up, randomly put guys in zone, that kind of stuff. So it's a very like flexible blitz too, but generally they'll send 7, user CB or DB, safety, or they'll send 6 and user one of these blitzers or whatever. So there's a multiple ways of doing it, but the QB contain glitches are still in the game, unfortunately. The other one I want to show are we see a lot of 3-4 blitzes between 3-4 bear and 3-4 odd online, in my opinion. You can either go, pinch buck O is still prevalent, but I think there's like maybe edge blitz 3 is also good. Just send the house, right? Send the house and edge blitz 3 is good. Edge blitz 1's fine. You send them all. Man blitz cover 4 drop show 2 is always going to be in the meta. Stock cover 3 and cover 2. So a lot of house rules, a lot of people that are playing in house rules, they're basically running cover 2 with a deep blue in the middle, which is kind of like throwback to like 2 years ago. I think that was like the meta D, which is nickel 3-3-5, and put your middle linebacker in a deep blue. Or you can call even at stock 3 double buzz, and then like user either this guy or put him on a spy or use one of these guys. So there's a lot of things you can do here. And that's so you don't get bombed in house rules, right? That's the easiest way not to get bombed. Cover 2 with a deep blue in the middle. And you got to put like Tillman in that deep blue in the middle. Otherwise, a lot of linebackers will still get outrun by Moss on cover 2 winners. So that's what I think. That's the meta right now. That's the team update. Let me know how you guys doing. What are you guys seeing online a lot? But thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.